Drafting with Numot is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com and GatheringMagic.com. Explore the game.
Hello friends, the moment you've been waiting for has finally arrived. Dragons of Tarkir has been, well, at least pre-released online. So, this week we are going to give you a Dragons of Tarkir draft. Now these pre-release events, I will say, are a little bit worse value than normal events. Generally you should wait until the Monday after the set is pre-released, because these events not only cost more tickets, they generally pay out worse than the normal events. But, well, for you guys, I will happily jump in some. Let's jump in the draft, and we'll see you when it fires. Well, here we are with the draft, and turns out we opened a Mythic. Dragonlord Ojutai. Seems like something you can't pass. 5 mana, 5/4 flyer. Already excellent stats. As long as it's untapped, it has hexproof. And then whenever it deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Yeah, I got pretty lucky with this open here. I will look at the other cards, though. I do think the monuments are fine, but not early picks. Flattened is probably the second best card here. Maybe Zephyr Scribe. Zephyr Scribe is also very, very good. I don't really think that the uncommon cycle of dragons that Megamorph are extremely good, but they're playable. Yeah, nothing much to say here. We're gonna just jam this Dragonlord. Hopefully wheel one of these white or blue cards. Pretty easy pick. What does this do? Dragonlord's Prerogative. If you reveal a dragon card or control the dragon as you cast it, can't be countered. Draw 4 cards. Hey, that seems good. For 6 mana? Alright, I'll take that. Maybe that wheels. Maybe people undervalue it. This card is Opportunity, basically, which is quite nice. Otherwise, we're taking Youthful Scholar here. There is a Center Soul, which is pretty good. If you guys remember Feat of Resistance, this is basically Feat of Resistance with Rebound. This is good if you're going more the Swarm route, which, you know, blue-white actually can do in this format. Updraft Elemental's okay. Not amazing. I wonder if I can get away with passing this card and just taking the Youthful Scholar here. These are the pre-release drafts, and people tend to undervalue things or overrate other things. I kind of want to just pass that and take the Youthful Scholar. I think I'm going to. I'm not sure if it's going to wheel, but I think that has a decent opportunity to. Oh, pretty easy Pacifism here. I did overrate this card in my initial set review. I forgot how many exploit and, you know, dash creatures there are in the format, but this is still just one of the best removal spells you're going to find. Other cards we're passing. I actually like the Elusive Spellfist. 2 mana 1/3 is, well, not amazing, but it just continuously pings the opponent effectively if you cast non-creature spells, just randomly getting in for 2, then for 2, you know. Negate is also fine, but again, pretty easy Pacifism here. Starting off the draft really well. I mean, obviously, when you open a Elder Dragon, you're not too upset, but Youthful Scholar and Pacifism, both very good. If I can get some of the exploiters, then we'll be pretty happy, because, well, Scholar works pretty nice with exploit. Alright, what do we have here? We have an Ojutai Summons. Now, some people have told me, like, this is one of the best commons in the set, and I kind of see it, but not really. It's 5 mana, put a 2/2 with flying into play, or onto the battlefield, and then you rebound it. So you get 2 2/2s with flying for 5 mana, which is decent. You know, if it's not Talrand's Invocation by any means, but it's certainly fine. I actually think I'm going to try out the Sunstriker here. 1/1 flying double strike with Megamorph. I'm going to have plenty of opportunities to play with the commons, especially, but I would rather try out the uncommons first in the format. Pretty sure this is a good one. Silumgar Spell-Eater. 2/3 for 3, Megamorph 5. When it turned face up, you get to mana leak something? Yeah, that seems good. Passing another summons here, but it looks like blue-white's pretty open. I'm also a fan of the Student of Ojutai. 2/4 for 4 is fine. Like, if you need filler, that's a fine creature stats-wise. But then, again, just like the the elusive 1/3 I was talking about, just randomly getting value whenever you cast a non-creature spell is really nice. Passing a Scale Guards here. What is this? Dash costs you 2 less. That's kind of interesting. I don't actually think I've ever seen that card before. But looks like an easy spell leader for me. I wanted to try that Glaring Aegis card out, the enchantment aura for 1 white that gives a creature +1/+3. That you get to tap a creature when it enters the battlefield. Kind of interesting. Alright. Some more blue-white cards here we're all happy to take. I think I'm going to take the Palace Familiar here over the Lightwalker. Just get some more value. I mean, this Lightwalker can synergize, sure, moderately if you pick up any of the I think they're called like Sandstep Mage or something like that. But I'm going to just take the Palace Familiar here. Doesn't look like I'm going to be super aggro. If I was, maybe I'd take the Spellfist or the Lightwalker, but I think the Palace Familiar is just value. Just value. Yeah, well, looking good so far again. Oh, hey. Oh, not Sandstep. Sandcrafter Mage. That's the one I was talking about. Okay, you know what? I think we are going to try to build a more aggressive blue-white strategy. The blue-white can certainly do that, especially with cards like Tigum Strike. But this is a huge signal. I think this is one of the better white commons, and getting it 7th is insane. It also works really nicely with the Sunstriker. Sunstriker, you know, is going to generally be one of the creatures that you're able to bolster. Nice pickup. Oh, yeah. Not even close. Okay, we're all in now. I kind of wish I had taken that 2/1 that gets flying now that I've gotten 2 Sandcrafter Mages, 7th and 8th pick. That's absurd to me. We're looking in great shape. Now remember, these events are Swiss, so no matter if you win or lose, you get to keep playing. Oh, wow, we did it. Here it is. This is the card that we were talking about to combo with our Sandcrafter Mage. I think I saw a tweet from Brian David Marshall, actually last night, who said he wouldn't mind just curving Lightwalker into Sandcrafter Mage every single game. And I can see why. Attacking with a 3/2 flyer on turn 3 seems good. Yeah, our deck is excellent. I can't believe we were, like, could not really have gone better. We didn't wheel, oh no, it's next pick. This is Dragonlord's prerogative, potentially, right here. Oh man. It'd be kind of silly if we got that back. Oh, we didn't. But we did get a good one. Okay, great Teacher's Decree, because we are moving into the more aggressive blue-white strategy. This is a great overrun type effect. It's got rebound too, so even if you don't kill the opponent on the first swing through, they have to fear it again the next turn. I don't think Glint is very good, but I mean, if I get some more bombs. Oh no, he already has hexproof. I don't know what I'm talking about. What does this do? Target creature blocks lurking Errinx this turn. Okay, we'll just hate on that. Again, I don't think Glint's very good. I would rather just have that Center Soul card. The one that gives protection from a color with rebound. Alright, Updraft Elemental. I don't mind this card. I think it's actually fine. It's got a big butt for sure. And, you know, with pump effects, it's formidable. Okay, well, not formidable in the sense where you have formidable cards in the format, but you know what I mean. There's a pun. And we got a super late Lightwalker again. Wow, this deck is excellent. Well, turns out we just opened another bomb rare in our colors. Icefall Regent. This is the #1 rare I rated in the set. Yeah, 4/3 flying for 5, taps down a creature as long as it's in play, or as long as it stays in play, and it's more expensive to kill because spells your opponents cast that target it cost 2 more. Yeah, I mean, again, just crafting a nutty deck here. I mean, I need more removal, I guess. I only have the Pacifism, but this deck is insane. Ooh, wow, somebody just passed a Dramoka's command. This card is super nice, and it's worth some money too. Otherwise, we have Silk Wrap. It's like the reverse, what's it called? I can't remember the name now. Suspension Field. You exile target creature with converted mana, cost 3 or less. Sign of Ugin's fine. Herald of Dromoka seems fine as well. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to take the Silk Wrap, but otherwise I would probably just take the Dromoka's command. Let me double check this. I think it's worth like 5 or 6 tickets right now. Dromoka's command. Oh, it's worth $9. Okay, I lied. I'm going to take the Dromoka's command here. Generally, you want to take value in your drafts when you can, and this pays for like 2.5 packs or 2 packs, so completely worth it. Here we have, looks like an Artful Maneuver, which is decent. Champion of Erishin, which is fine with any, pump effects. Flatten seems great, but I'm not going to take it here to negate. I'm going to go ahead and take the combat trick here. Because we're going the aggressive route and we have a ton of creatures, being able to push them through, obviously important. Good pickup. Alright, looks like another Pacifism here. Happy to take that. We are passing another green-white card, but this one's not too amazing. Pacifism over like Reduce in Stature and Palace Familiar. Yeah, easy Pacifism. And what is this? Illusionary Gains. Illusory Gains. You control enchanted creature. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, attach Illusory Gains to that creature. I'm going to take this. We're going to see how this plays out. Again, the format is completely fresh for me because I'd never played it in paper. So I think we're going to try this Illusory Gains out and see what it does. Otherwise, I would take the Spell Fist or another Artful Maneuver here. This seems fun. Don't call me crazy, but I'm kind of crazy. So I've found that this card is absurd. Like, how good is this for a common, really? It's a 3 mana for a 2/1 Flying Vigilance, which is fine on its own, but you can Megamorph it? So it becomes a 3/2 Flying Vigilance? It seems great here. Passing a Sidisi's Faithful, which would be useful. Again, we were looking for some exploit creatures, but I don't think I can pass just an efficient flyer like this. Alright, that was pick 6, so we have 2 more packs we haven't seen yet. If we could just rattle off 2 more Sandcrafter Mages like we did in the first pack, I'd be very, very happy. But, I mean, this deck looks absurd. Now we're just looking to pick up like Will of the Naga in the next pack and maybe some other efficient creatures. Very pleased with how this is looking. Oh my. Lots of blue-white cards here. What does this do? Exile an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. Let me see. That doesn't seem very good. What is this? 0/4 Flying Defender. You can draw a card if you had a dragon. It's not terrible. 2/3 Flying Bolster 1. It's not that great. None of these cards are that amazing. I think I'm just going to take the Orator here. It's Angelic Wall, which is fine in this deck since we're beating down with a lot of flyers anyways. Let's see, this can turn into a 4/5. So this is the white version of Glacial Stalker. I'm going to go ahead and take that over to Contradict. In Sealed, I'm more likely to play cards like Contradict, but in Draft, generally not so much. What is this? Oh yeah, other warriors you control have Vigilance. I mean, this card quickly gets outclassed. I'm just going to take another Updraft Elemental. I don't think we'll be playing all of them, but I think it's better than just taking another, just a 2/2 Vigilance. Take the 3/1. You never know. Sideboard Fate Forgotten, I guess, over the Champion. Probably. But I'd rather have this card in case somebody has like a siege from the next pack. Seems important. Alright, well, pack 2 didn't go as well as pack 1, but we still got a lot of nice playables, so not too upset. I mean, I can probably cut a bunch of these cards here. Like, these are all pretty much filler, really. I am going to try this out. Again, I think it's interesting enough. And why not? The format's new. Can't hurt me that bad. And before I eat my own words, but you never know. So I didn't pick up any exploit. Oh well. Actually, you know what? I forgot I have this card. I can probably end up running some of these updraft elementals. I do like these cards. And we opened a Dragonscale General. Pretty good one, especially when we're going the aggro blue-white route. Cards I'm passing here, Sandblast and Whisk Away on color. Only the other two cards I would consider here. Heel Cutter's nice, Channel Harm's fine, Emissary. Yep, very easy Dragonscale. That makes playing all of the cheaper creatures a lot better now. Nice pickup. Oh man, if I can curve like a turn 2 creature, turn 3 Sunstriker, turn 4 Dragonscale General, GG. That seems good. That seems pretty good. Oh yeah. I guess this card's fine. I don't know. I'm probably gonna end up playing all these cheap cards too. Let's see, what combat tricks am I looking for? I guess this is a pretty easy Sandblast. Passing at Bathe in Dragonfire. What does Barricade combo with? I guess Barricade combos with Sandcrafter Mage, but would rather just take the removal spell here very easily. As I was talking about, what combat tricks am I looking for? I don't remember any pump effects off the top of my head. Alright, Abzan Skycaptain versus a Right into Being. Seems interesting. I think I'm actually going to take the Right into Being here over the Skycaptain. I already have a lot of nice flyers, and the Right into Being gives me some card selection. Okay, pretty easy Sandblast again. That's like the third Sandblast now we've seen this pack. Interesting. Passing a Whisk Away. I mean, these do get worse because your opponent tends to play around them after a while, but I'm still going to take it. What am I cutting at this point? I'm not actually sure. Oh, maybe like the Orator now? We don't need a Defender. Maybe one of these updraft elementals. I think this is definitely a 17 land deck. Our curve is super low. Can't believe Ojutai costs 5 mana. It's kind of silly. Okay, what do we got? Kind of junky. I don't actually mind Hero's Blade with this many flyers as we have. I think I'm gonna take it. Otherwise, I'm only losing out on like an enhanced awareness. Okay, I'll try that out. What can I cut now? Maybe just cut that Charger. In fact, I'd almost rather run the updraft elemental over the Charger, but we already have one in the deck, so seems fine. And you know what? We have the slight upside of being able to randomly play Dragonlord Ojutai and have the Hero's Blade equip. Soul Summons is fine. Probably not going to play it, but it's fine. You know what? Maybe we will. Maybe we play it over the Palace Familiar now. Because I didn't get any exploit, the Palace Familiar gets worse. Lower in value. Youthful Scholar I still like. I mean, I guess I still like the Palace Familiar too, but just doesn't seem as great. Hopefully I don't get punished by playing this Hero's Blade. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to cut the Dromoka Warrior, and I'd rather play the Palace Familiar. I mean, this can be nice. It can get in and whatnot, but I think generally I'd just rather have the Familiar. I'm going to actually take the Rune Mark. This could be a potential Rune Mark deck. Sideboard against, I don't know. I guess we already have a large number of flyers anyways, but I'm most excited to play with the Illusory Gains. Junky Trunk. Wow, it's a super late Reach of Shadows. I'm just going to hate on that. We're not playing Skirmisher or Disdain. It's kind of scary. What? How does... Wheel the Sandblast. I'm not going to play all three, but that's kind of absurd. And I got the Whisk Away too. Just plenty of live cards coming back. And I wheeled the Skycaptain. I mean... you name it and I'm wheeling it. You know what? Maybe I just cut this Hero's Blade. I don't know. It seems good in this deck. I want to try it out. I'm just gonna hit on Harsh Sustenance over Pressure Point. I don't know. This draft is weird, and I don't want to sound pompous or anything, but generally these pre-release drafts don't have the stiffest of competition. So I guess I'm not extremely surprised. I think our deck is absurd. We have great removal in the form of double Pacifism, double Sandblast. I mean, I have a Sandblast in my sideboard as well as a Whisk Away. We have tons of other good creatures that we can choose from the sideboard. We have bombs for days. We have a Sweet Curve. Lots of evasive creatures. I don't know. This is the only card I'm waffling on, and you know what? I think our deck is powerful enough that we don't need to play it. Just get in another random flyer or something instead. Get one of these updraft elementals in. It's again, it feels weird not running a Sandblast. In fact, maybe I should just put in a Whisk Away instead. Maybe that's better. Yeah, I like that instead. All right. I'm gonna run 10-7 here. I'm going to go 9-8 here. We have double blue that we want to hit and a little bit of early white. The only double white card we have is the Sunstriker, so this seems fine. Yeah. Super happy with how this deck turned out. And even though it's Swiss, hopefully we're going to run the table and go 3-0. So thanks for tuning in, folks, and we'll see you back here for round 1.
Thank you for watching Drafting with Numot. If you haven't already subscribed to Gathering Magic, you can do so to receive news of upcoming videos and discover new content. You can also check out our playlist that contains every episode of Drafting with Numot. And don't forget, you can easily watch the next video by clicking on the annotation on screen or a direct link in the video's description box. And as always, thanks for watching.
This is where I cut out dead space. Edit, 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 cut, cut, cut. Probably not going to remember to, so now you're going to hear this. Yeah.